I highly recommend waking up and watching a movie first thing as the sun is like beginning to rise. It's quite fun. Um, and today I had a really great time because my cat was like up and throwing one of her favorite toys at me the whole time, and it was just a nice little experience. Um, what I watched was a movie I've been trying to watch since my birthday, like 3 weeks ago. I watched part of it on my birthday, and then I went out because it was my birthday, and so I missed the rest. And this is 1979's A Little Romance, directed by George Roy Hill and starring a very young Diane Lane. This was her film debut, and she is so fantastic. I love her. The movie takes place in France. Diane Lane is a 13-year-old American who's living there with her parents while on a film set because her mom, who has a husband, it's her stepdad, is also dating the director of this movie. Yes. And so Diane Lane's on this film set, and she meets a young French boy played by Thelonious Bernard. They fall into, like 13-year-old love and see each other a few times, try to go see some movies, etc., etc. He comes to her birthday party, and her mom is like, I've had it. He's awful. You can't see him again. Done. And then also says, by the way, your stepfather got a job in Houston, and we're leaving France, so we don't get to see him anymore anyways. So earlier in the film, the two teenagers, when they were frolicking in a park, accidentally knocked over an old man played by Laurence Olivier, who tells them a whole slew of tales, one of which is about Elizabeth Barrett and Robert Browning and how they had, when they were in Venice, kissed under the Bridge of Sighs and it meant that their love was going to last forever. So with that kernel in her mind, Diane Lane is like, we need to go there, we need to kiss at sunset under this bridge. So the rest of the film is them financing a trip, going on the trip, needing Olivier's old man to get, to various things because they need an adult, and then her parents trying to find her again. And it's just a really sweet film. She has great chemistry with the boy. Olivier is fantastic in this role. So much fun. The parents are great. It's Sally Kellerman and what is the stepdad's name? The stepdad was great, Arthur Hill. And there's a couple of moments. This is George Roy Hill, so there's a couple of moments that flash back to some of his other movies, which is fun. Sort of a look at that French cinephilia, and then seeing Venice filmed so beautifully. It was great. And Diane Lane, so she's 13 here. And I'm a big fan of Diane Lane. She's probably my favorite actress. And I've seen a lot of her films. And there's a lot of these Diane Lane-isms that some of her reactions, like talking to her teenage friend and some other things, remind me of things that she does in her later films. Like, you could do, how people do those like clip reels of Woody Allen, where they show the Woody Allen-isms and the things that he does that are exactly the same in all of his movies. Like, it's not quite to that extent because Alan plays sort of a character of himself in his films. It's not that Diane Lane has these Diane Lane-isms that are the same because the character's the same, but there's some mannerisms that she does when she reacts to things that at 13 she still does at 52, which I can't believe she's 52. I also really love like Diane Lane in Europe movies, so clearly one of my all-time favorite movies is Under the Tuscan Sun. So good. And just earlier this year she was in Paris Can Wait, and I just enjoy watching her being on screen. She's just got a great presence. So if you like France, if you like Venice, if you like Italy, if you like Laurence Olivier, if you like Diane Lane, highly recommend this film. It's just sweet and cute, and probably a movie that if I had watched it as a kid, I would have been like, oh my god, I need this to happen in my life. And it would have been one of those, like, kind of like Princess Diaries, where it would have been like, teen goals. But watching it as an adult, it's still just adorable and fun. And I recommend it. It's on DVD from Warner Archive Collection. Sometimes it's streaming on Warner Archive Instant, and it's literally expiring in like 4 hours on Watch TCM, so you probably can't get it in that way. But there's a lot of ways to watch this film, and I just recommend it. It's adorable, and I think you'll enjoy it.